Hi, my name is Stan, and it's Grandpa's 90th birthday, and there are some of us who are going to do a video about things we remember most about Grandpa, about my dad. The thing I remember most about my dad and him being so resourceful is the way that he raised the 8 children that he brought into this world. The somewhat interesting way he did it. He had a job working at the packing house, and also helped out at the church, which paid for our tuition. And he worked at the bingo Wednesday nights, selling specials. Also was part of the St. Vincent de Paul Society, and he'd have us boys go with him to distribute Thanksgiving and Christmas baskets. We'd also go with him to do yard work for the elderly parishioners. He also worked at the corner drugstore delivering liquor and prescription drugs on Fridays and Saturday nights. I remember riding along with him in that old 50s Chevy panel truck. It was a lot of fun back then, and he did all this while maintaining a home, disciplining us 8 kids, and he's just a phenomenal person. You know, he and my mom just seemed to be the most resourceful couple that I could ever imagine on this planet. They always clothed us. We always had clothes. We always had a nice new car. We had beautiful furniture. Everything we needed, you know, including the discipline, the time that it takes to raise a family. Dad, happy 90th birthday.
I want to thank everyone for joining us in celebrating Dad's 90th birthday. I am also a very proud Joe Martinez, known to most of you as Buddy. I don't get the opportunity to brag about Dad very often, but today I have a captive audience. The one thing I admire about Dad the most is his devotion to family in Christ. His heartbreak over losing Mom is tempered by his deep devotion to God, and he knows he will be with them both soon. Raising 8 children through the Catholic school system was no easy task, yet he and Mom took on this responsibility, never complaining or wavering. Mom worked for Archway Cookies on the evening shift once Dad got home from work. Dad would eat dinner Mom had just prepared before she had left for work. Dad would eat and be off to any one of numerous part-time jobs. Not till Barbara and I started our own family did I realize what he and Mom had sacrificed and accomplished. I quickly realized I didn't know it all after all. Dad taught all of us kids success through focus and hard work. He has stood by all of us morally and financially in very difficult, stressful times. Dad never holds a grudge and is quick to forgive, especially his children. Grandpa Marcelino and Grandma Josefita would be very proud of Dad. They were both his mentors. Grandma Rita and Grandpa William were both Mom and Dad's mentors. I would spend my summers with either of them on the farm in Antonito, or Grandma and Grandpa Cordova on Osage Street with Uncle Willie and Auntie Olga and Uncle Ed. I miss these wonderful times so much. To all my nieces and nephews, children and grandchildren, cherish our parents and grandparents while we still have them. I would gladly trade everything I own to spend just one more day with my grandmas and grandpas. Happy birthday, Dad. We all love and admire you more than you can imagine.
Dad, happy birthday. 90 years. Now that is a long time. Many never live to be this age, and what is amazing is that you are in such good health. Your goal is to live to be at least 94, the age at which your father ended his journey. I believe you will live to be at least 100, like your sister-in-law Ruth Gomez. Many thoughts came to mind when I think about your 90 years of living. Working hard, no matter what cards were dealt, your way, from strikes to layoffs to working multiple jobs to keep your large family clothed and fed. The years of loving and caring for your children and grandchildren will always be remembered, such as giving your time and talent to the church to enable your children to receive a Catholic education, taking your family on camping outings and vacations to the Super Bowl, to Disneyland, to Mexico, and to Spain, and much more. To those decades, and I mean decades, that you and Mom brought us together every Christmas Eve, they will never be forgotten. Over the years, you continue to be there for your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren in whatever capacity you are able. The attribute I admire most about you is the tremendous love that you have for Mom. Yes, have. Even though she left us in 2004, your love has never ended. How fortunate Mom was to have someone to love her as you did. And yes, you will join her again one day when you have fulfilled the task that she gave you when she left, and that was to take care of your family until such time that God calls you home. We love you very much, Dad. Happy 90th birthday.
Thank you for everyone for being with us here this evening to celebrate Dad's 90th birthday. And I want to thank Dad for many, many years of happy memories. He and Mom made our lives very happy growing up and into adulthood. They were always there for us. Never did they disappoint us. Never did they say no to anything that we needed. And again, thank you for all the many good memories throughout the years.
Grandpa, thank you for so many memories that you've given to us and being a wonderful inspiration to all of us. With your marriage to Grandma, you guys had a loving relationship that lasted several years. It's one that I look forward to and have a lot of memories of you and Grandma fighting and getting along and all sorts of stuff. Spending time with you when we were little, going on camping trips. Those are my best memories that I have with you. So happy 90th birthday. We love you.
Happy birthday, Joe.
So my fondest memory of Grandpa and Grandma is when we lived off of Decatur, and they lived across the street. And I can remember on many occasions running into the screen door, probably because I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I'm sure I broke the thing off a few times, but Grandpa and Grandma never got mad at me, and so it was always nice to know that that was a happy place to go. Another really strong memory is seeing Grandma do her crossword puzzles. Every time I see one, it makes me think of her. And one other thing is, I could not figure out how Grandma would put one scoop of ice cream, and by the time you finished it, it was all the way to the bottom. It didn't make sense how there could be that much ice cream from one scoop of ice cream. So that's what we have, and we also just wanted to say, Happy birthday, Grandpa!
Happy birthday, Grandpa. It's Di.
And Fran.
And we wanted to tell you about your life in numbers. You married Grandma when you were 18 years old.
Your first child, our mom, was born when you were 237 months old. She was the first of 8 children.
My mother's first child, Fran, was born when you were 2,012 weeks old.
My first child, Tessa, was born when you were 22,789 days old. Tessa was one of 59 great-grandchildren.
Tessa's first child was born when you were 774,240 hours old. Timmy is one of 12 great-great-grandchildren. On May 16th, you will be 27,335,680 minutes old.
So to summarize, you and Grandma lovingly created, to my best count, 107 children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. Not bad, the 2,840,140,800 seconds you have spent on this great planet Earth. Happy 90th birthday, Grandpa! Miss you, Grandma.
Love you.
Hey Grandpa, it's Lorena,
And Nina.
and we just are here to wish you a happy 90th birthday. A couple things that I want to say to you. You've taught me the meaning of family, and you are always at everyone's birthday parties, baptisms, weddings, every single event in your 90 years of age. You know, you don't miss a beat. You just inspire me to do well, be well, and to reach my full potential. I just want to say thank you so much for always being there for me and for every single one of us. It means so much to me, and I'm getting choked up. But thank you, Grandpa. You're such an inspiration, and I love you.
Hi Grandpa, it's your baby here. I'm excited today to get to celebrate your birthday and get to honor you as the patriarch of our family. You really taught me the values of hard work and honesty and just being true to your word. I know that you raised a large family. You had 8 kids. You helped raise all of us grandkids. And I'm just constantly in awe of everything that you sacrifice and all of the hard work you put into raising such a large family. It's not an easy task, and I just applaud you for that piece. The other piece that I'm just so impressed by is your love and your marriage with Grandma Julie. It wasn't always easy. I know there was fighting, there was bickering with every marriage, but I think the one thing that I really saw is just what a true partnership looks like, and I really admire just the love that you two shared, and I hope one day that I can be that I can be able to celebrate something so amazing like you did with Grandma Julie. So you inspire me in so many different ways, Grandpa, and I'm just, again, in awe of that. The last piece that I'll touch on is just the value of family. You really did sacrifice so much just to raise all of us and just to support us in any way that you could, and it takes a true selfless man to be able to do all of the things that you've done for our family. And I love you for that, and I respect you so much for that. I will say that some of my best memories, Grandpa, are of you and Grandma Julie taking us camping every summer and taking the motorhome out and packing all the food and getting the fishing poles and the bikes and just going out and spending a week or whatever at Blue Mesa or at Poudre Canyon or whatever campground we decided to go to. And I'll just always remember how much fun we had every single summer and just how much it meant to me. When things got tough for me, Grandpa, you were always there for me. You never, ever, ever turned your back on me. Sorry. You never turned your back on me, Grandpa. It's the times that I needed you the most. You and Grandma Julie were the times that you were there for me, and you helped raise me since I was little, and I can never repay you for that. And so we just want to say happy birthday, Grandpa. Happy 90th birthday. We love you.
I'm Dennis and Dean. I am the oldest grandson of Grandma and Grandpa, and 46 years old.
And then I'm the second to youngest of the grandsons.
Fondest memories with Grandpa was, I have to say, was when I lived across the street for him for 8 years, and it was a big deal. He helped take care of my kids when we needed him and Grandma, and I think it was an awesome opportunity to, anybody can have that opportunity to live across the street from their grandparents. And my kids growing up with their great grandparents.
My fondest memories are the house on Fremont, and Grandma and Grandpa used to watch me during the days my mom and dad would drop me off at school, and I just remember it being a really good time. Even though he'd give me a hard time every day, I remember walking in the mornings. He'd say, "Oh, you're here again," and I was there again. Yeah, we butted heads a little bit, but as I got older, that got better.
Yeah, you and Grandpa used to butt heads a lot.
His dogs always liked me, though. But, yeah, it was good. But yeah, happy birthday, Grandpa. Congratulations.
Yeah, happy birthday, Grandpa.
Hey Grandpa, we're back. We just wanted to share some of our funniest memories with you. And so for me, when I moved back to Colorado about 3 years ago and you welcomed me with open arms into the home, we spent a lot of time together, and my dad would always come home from work and give you a hard time about what you did during the day or what you were eating or something. And so he would always say, "Grandpa, you need a checkup from the neck up." And you would say back, "No, you need a checkup from the neck up." And we would laugh and always just keep it lighthearted. And we had a lot of fun that summer when I moved here, the four of us. And so we just wanted to share a couple of other memories that we have from that summer as well.
And Grandpa, I just want to say that when my dad gives you a hard time, it's just because he loves you so much. So don't listen to him, Grandpa. He's crazy. We know this. It's okay. We love you, Grandpa, and I love your responses to my dad because somebody needs to put this guy in his place. He's crazy.
The cane comes in handy too, Grandpa, when you try to smack him with it. It's a good move.
Grandpa, I just have one thing to say. May 17th is your 90th celebration, and
Oh.
if there's one day you're not going to get a hard time from me, that's going to be the day I love you, Dad.
Yay. We love you,
We
Grandpa.
love you, Grandpa.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy 90th.
Happy 90th birthday, Grandpa!
What?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
Not yet.
Thank you for coming to my party, and I love you very much, everybody.